Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. And from today, we will begin looking at a short series of beers from one of the best breweries in Japan, best craft beer breweries in Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. And they are located in Kyoto, Japan, which is the ancient capital. It was the capital up until around 1860 something. I don't know the exact date. 1869, I think, when the capital moved to Tokyo. And this brewery was founded in 2015 by three people, an American, a Canadian, and a Welshman, who met when they were all in the JET program, Japan Exchange Teaching Program. I believe it's Japan Exchange Teaching. Anyway, they were working in that program as like assistant language teachers, I believe. And they met up in the far northern city of Aomori and became fast friends and kind of went their separate ways, but all kind of did things that were leading them to starting this brewery. I have, full disclosure, I have known the head brewer for a number of years before he was a professional brewer, when he was an excellent home brewer. And since the brewery started, I've become quite familiar with the other two founders. And they are exceptionally hardworking and experimental, and they're doing lots of interesting things with beer in Japan. The head brewer studied in the U.S. He studied brewing, and then he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California. And then he also did another internship at Shiga Kogen, which is generally recognized as one of the top, absolute top breweries in Japan. In the year they started, they were selected as the best new brewery in Japan by Rate Beer, as part of the Rate Beer Best selection. And in 2019, they were chosen as the best brewery in Japan. So you can see they haven't been sitting on their laurels at all, but working quite hard. They have a tap room. It's attached to the brewery. And these days it's open only on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Occasionally they open longer if there's a holiday near the weekend. But generally Friday, Saturday, Sunday, quite limited hours. They have three main flagship beers, which are available widely throughout Japan, and two seasonal lines at the moment. One is called Kimagure, and the other is Shunka Shuto. And the Kimagure line is generally pale ales or IPAs, that sort of thing. And Shunka Shuto is always a kind of saison style. Rate Beer lists 182 different beers through February of 2021 that they have produced. And on Untapped, all of these beers have an average score of 3.71 out of 5, so pretty high. So quite an interesting brewery in Kyoto, run by three foreigners and the head brewer, and the two others who generally handle the business side of the operation. And the beer we're going to look at, we're going to start with a beer, a series of 4 beers from them, and we'll begin now. So the first beer we'll look at is a brand new one from them, and it is their first new release of the year 2021, and appropriately named Reime, translated into English as New Dawn. And this is a pale ale, Belgian farmhouse style pale ale, 5% alcohol and 30 international bittering units. And so their first new release, and I think partially the naming comes in the hope that 2021 is a better year for people than 2020 was. The malt bill for this consists of Golden Promise, Munich malt, and Crystal T50. The bittering hops are Mercure, and the aroma hops for flavor and aroma are Cascade and Centennial. On Rate Beer, this one has only 2 ratings, and that is at 3 4.75 average, and on Untappd there are 30 ratings at 3.68. Okay, so, and we see the neck tag, which a lot of breweries are using these days because they're trying to get their beer out to people without taking the time to actually print a label. So Kyoto Brewing has these neck tags that they put on. Okay, so let's give this one a go. Again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Rémé. It's a pale ale, Belgian farmhouse style, 5%, 30 international bittering units. Okay, it is certainly a quite hazy, kind of medium gold, yeah, with some kind of sticky bubbles sitting on the side and others floating up from the bottom. Like a half a finger of white, sort of frothy head. Okay, it certainly does have a yeasty, estery nose. Getting a lot of fruit out of this, some peach perhaps. There's some caramel behind it. And it's kind of bready, I think, too. Like some fresh bread or cookies, something fresh out of the oven. The initial, definitely a kind of grainy breadiness, some citrus. And clearly the Belgian yeast is, the Belgian yeast is very apparent here. But like many of Kyoto Brewing's beers, it has a Belgian, lineage, but here they're including Cascade and Centennial hops in it, so kind of a mix of influences, which is characteristic of this brewery. Quite tasty. This is extremely drinkable. Wonderful way to begin the new year, I think, for this brewery. Once again, this is called Kyoto Brewing Rémé. Whoops. Kyoto Brewing Rémé, and in English it would be it's called New Dawn, and 5%, 30 international bittering units. If you find this anywhere, give it a go. Please go online and check their website. They are selling bottles within Japan, and you can order all kinds of different beers from them. They have quite a selection available. Okay, well, we'll look at a few more Kyoto Brewing beers in our next few videos. Please stay tuned for that. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've gotten a haircut more often than I have. For me, it's been almost a year or so. My wife was saying that I was beginning to resemble the evil Anton Chigurh character in No Country for Old Men, the guy played by Javier Bardem, but I think I've gone beyond that now, and I think I'm going on to maybe even a more evil place. But anyway, take care. Bye-bye.